That reaction from the West Ham fans at the end, it was hardly euphoric, was it? I mean, does that disappoint you? I saw you shake your head and sort of cup your hand to your ear.
I've never been in a place where I've won and got booed, put it that way. In the 20... Sorry, well, let's go farther back than that. Let's go, I started at 16, got in the first team at 18, and I'm 59 now. So I've never been at a place as a player or a manager where we've won and I've got booed. So the trouble was at half-time, the players were talking more about the fans booing them than they were about the game. So I had to do a real job on the team at half-time. And, you know, fans affect players. You know, good or bad, they affect players. They have to understand that. And, you know, we don't need them to be getting on the players' backs when we've come off the back of 3 defeats. You know, whether they like what they're seeing or not, they've got to stay behind the team and they've got to help them win. And certainly at half-time, like I said, the players were more distracted by what happening off the field than on it. And I had to make sure they kept focus on the field and came back well, because obviously it was a big blow for us, the deflected goal. A little bit of good fortune from Hull City, but we got the own goal, which was fortunate for us, and we've won it. And then tomorrow we wake up, we forget about the performance and look at the table and say, you know, we're glad we are where we are. We've played a lot better than that and not won. And we haven't played so well today and won. So at the end of the day, what matters the most? Winning matters the most.
Is it that fans have got unrealistic expectations? I mean, what's your interpretation of that greeting?
Unrealistic expectation. I mean, it's just the way they're frustrated. You know, I'm frustrated. You know, I get frustrated. I want the players to play better. I want the players to take advantage more of 10 men. But you don't at this level. This level, people are organised. People, you know, are nitty gritty. People wait for an opportunity to suck you in and overextend yourself and try and expose you with 10 men. Like I said, you know, we've gone away from home at Cardiff and won with 10 men. Had to defend for the last 35, 40 minutes with 10 men. We had to defend, you know, for 60, 70 minutes here with 10 men against Swansea, who never had a shot on target. So it's not an easy task when you play against 10 men, and we have won, and we should all be very grateful for that. And in the end, it's three incidents where we've had the goal on the penalty, the sending off. We've had the deflected goal from Huddleston, and then we've had an own goal to win it for us. So it's a huge 3 points for us. Takes us above all today. Takes us closer to the safety margin. We're in single figures. 31 games now, 34 points. We keep that distance in points per games. We know we're safe and start to build for next season. But we've got to try and do it as quick as we can.
Decisions haven't always gone your way this season, obviously, but did that sending off for Hull go for you tonight? Would you concede that?
Well, it was a penalty. It was a sending off, but there is some suspicion of an handball by Mo Diarmi. But yet again, we went to Hull City early on in the season. They got a penalty they shouldn't have got, and then we didn't get a penalty we should have got. So Hull have had one go against us, whereas when we went to Hull, outplayed them, we had 2 decisions go against us on the day and ended up losing 1-0. So at least one's gone in our favour for a change. And if Mike Dean didn't see the handball, then there's little he could do about it. But certainly the penalty is definitely a penalty.
You've definitely been an advocate of technology for quite some time, Sam, haven't you?
Yeah, two or three shots by the managers per game means that we could ask the technology to have a look at the incident and get more decisions right. But it's obviously never going to happen in my time, I don't think. So we have to be grateful, I suppose, for just even goal line technology now. But you know, certainly today was a tough old night for us, and having come on the back of 3 defeats on the trot, it was always going to be tough. But we've won it, and that's what matters.
You're on 34 points now. That's 4 off your target of 38. You're nearly there, aren't you?
We are nearly there. We have another massive game on Monday at Sunderland. We've got a couple of illnesses and a couple of injuries that we didn't want. Winston Reid couldn't be chosen today, but I have to say Roger Johnson did a great job coming off the bench. Ginge pulled his calf. So we don't want any more injuries than we've already got, and we want to obviously take a lot of confidence from this result and go to Sunderland and get a result, really.